The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I got my clothes laid out, taking my time. Gonna make sure this city's mine. Step into my shoes one at a time. Gonna take the world by storm, I'm in my prime. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. It's like a runway when I walk out of my door. I'm feeling fresh to death and I've got more in store. It's like a runway when I step out in these streets. There's nobody in the world fly like me. I got my nails and hair done and did. Can't tell me nothing, 'cause I got this. I'm feeling fresh and oh so fly. My only limit is the sky. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I got my clothes laid out, taking my time. Gonna make sure this city's mine. Step into my shoes one at a time. Gonna take the world by storm, I'm in my prime. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. It's like a runway when I walk out of my door. I'm feeling fresh to death and I've got more in store. It's like a runway when I step out in these streets. There's nobody in the world fly like me. Life got me walking to the beat. I'm hotter than the summer heat. And in the winter, I'm so cold. Under the pressure, I'll never fold. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I got my clothes laid out, taking my time. Gonna make sure this city's mine. Step into my shoes one at a time. Gonna take the world by storm, I'm in my prime. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. I got a Colgate smile, peppermint breath. My body's looking right and my mind is too. Plus my gear is tight, nothing I can't do. I'm out here in the world and I'm killing it. The world smiles at me 'cause they're feeling it. The sun ain't got nothing on the shine from me. I'm out here showing out for the world to see. I'm proud to be the best that I can be. And ladies, I just know that you're feeling me. It's time to step together into these streets. Come along with me, come walk with me. It's like a runway when I walk out of my door. I'm feeling fresh to death and I've got more in store. It's like a runway when I step out in these streets. There's nobody in the world fly like me. I got my nails and hair done and did. Can't tell me nothing, 'cause I got this. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I got my clothes laid out, taking my time. Gonna make sure this city's mine. Step into my shoes one at a time. Gonna take the world by storm, I'm in my prime. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah. The sun is shining bright, new day on deck. Ooh, yeah. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning, woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. Ooh, yeah.
And Get Out Morning Show with me, your girl Jada. So we are definitely going to start this show off by giving a shout out to PreGameRadio.net, y'all. Make sure y'all are rocking out with us and, just tuned into what we got going on. So if you are guys not following, make sure you guys follow www.pregameradio.net. Also, we got a lot in store this morning for you guys. We do. And hold on, y'all. Let me turn on my sound. We got a whole bunch of things in store. So the first thing we're gonna be talking about today is the shooting between a teenage boy and a father. And this, I believe, happened in Louisiana. And it's very tragic. And the reason why I want to talk about it is simply because, I have a teenage daughter. And, we all know when they get into that, that mode and that phase where they start, talking to boys or guys. Um, I mean, guys or girls, whichever one it is, this is the age where they're starting to do it. And what is so scary about this time with these kids this age is that they are doing sneaky things. So you guys all know when we were kids, we used to do crazy stuff. You know what I mean? We used to do crazy things, sneak out, try to meet up with our friends and be outside and sneak them in, sneak them over when your parents is not going to be there. Um, all sorts of things, and that's exactly what can kind of cause these type of events to happen, especially when I'm asleep in my bed and I hear some movements, some rattling around. You kind of know, like, okay, well, I know my kids are home, wife is home, whoever's home. So, what's that? So of course you're gonna be curious. And then of course, at that time of night, and you should not get out your bed without some type of weapon. That's how I feel. Until you know what it is. Like, so if you gotta grab a broomstick, grab that fucking broomstick. If you got like a little bat beside your nightstand, grab that, walk out, you know what I'm saying, into the area wherever you suspect noise, and then, try to figure it out. It could be a dog going through something, it could be your kids up late at night, rummaging, through the refrigerator or whatever else. But you just don't expect things like somebody is like, like your kids are sneaking people inside your house. And because of that, that led into the death of the father. So we're definitely going to be getting into that. Um, bear with me, you guys. I'm just trying to sit here and pull up some stuff. So yeah, it's really sad. And then we're also going to get into R. Kelly. Okay, y'all, I know we about to get into R. Kelly and his new allegations. Now, the new allegations are supposed to be about him messing, you know what I mean, with some boys. So we all heard the whole documentary. It was a 3-part story to the R. Kelly story and whatnot. And yeah, all we heard was the women that were being held against their will, or the women that wanted to be involved with what he had going on. So whether they knew, certain things, they knew certain things, of course they didn't know, but they were willing to still ride for him, still be by his side, still cut off all communications with family members and friends, and just kind of be stuck in that bubble. So now to hear that it was also, little boys he was messing with, which, I mean, I'm not surprised at the allegations, y'all. I'm really not. And why I say I'm not surprised at the allegations is simply because it's been so much going on with him. It's been so much going on with these people. Obviously, the vast majority of people agree that he did commit these acts. That's why he's still incarcerated at this time and period. But um, do I think these allegations are like false accusations? No. I mean, of course, we have to put the word allegedly before it, because we don't know until it's actually proven. But um, I definitely do believe it. So we're gonna read up on that as well. So, like I said again, thank you guys for tuning in to the Get Up and Go Morning Show, and we are definitely live in full effect. This show is from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., y'all. So grab your coffee, grab some green tea, whatever the fuck you drink in the morning, and just sit back out and just rock out. So first and foremost, again, make sure every Tuesday you guys check me out and Lyrical out on the Get Up and Get Out morning show. That is from, like I said again, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on this very network, pregameradio.net. Make sure that you guys on Wednesdays, make sure you guys shout out to the Encore NWO News with NWO Sparrow. Okay, you guys, we got NWO Sparrow, Frost with the Weather, Love Laws Were Awesome, and I believe it's Cooking with a Little Ugly. So y'all make sure y'all tune into that. That is at 8:30 p.m. Wednesdays on pregameradio.net. Make sure you guys do not miss that. Make sure also on Thursdays, you guys, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., we got the Realist Radio Show with Tasha Nicole Wright and Alyssa Noriega. Make sure y'all tune into them, y'all, because they be getting so real, as y'all would say, the Realist Radio Show. So make sure y'all tune into them from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then that same exact night, so right after they get off at 10, here comes the Ryan Show with Ryan B and Mr. Cheeks and the Lost Boys and Hampton's Dave. So they got the Ryan Show at 10 p.m. to midnight. So good morning, y'all. Good morning. And that's Thursdays and Fridays. Every Friday and Saturday from 7 p.m. also to 9 p.m. You got pregame radio with Brooklyn Black and Sharice Farmer. You guys make sure you check that show out. And on Sundays, we got Tipsy Topics from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. with your girl MJ and Abby with the Fatty. So y'all got to keep in mind these shows: Tipsy Topics, The Realist Radio Show, Pregame Radio, NWO News, and The Ryan Show. Make sure you guys watch us, catch us at those times that I said. I will be repeating the list, the rundown of the Pregame Radio Network. I will be doing the rundown again before we end the show. So yeah. So let's get into y'all. Let's get into the teen boy who used a ladder to see a girl in Louisiana before fatally shooting her dad. So this is, like I said again, y'all, I have a teenager now. So this kind of hits home for me because we all know what we did when we were teenagers, right? We used to, of course, we didn't want our parents and everybody to find out, the things that we were doing. We did not want them to. So, of course, we snuck around. We did things sneakily because we did not want to get in trouble. We did not want our parents to find out. But this is how deep it goes today. You know what I'm saying? With kids in general and the society and what's going on. So a teenage boy climbed into a Louisiana home by using a ladder to see a girl and fatally shot her father shortly after he confronted him Sunday morning. So the police are saying that after he was caught being inside of the room, the father wanted to confront him, basically wanted to talk to him, and things went left, I guess. So authorities in Zachary, so that's basically where they're from. So it's a small city. It's about 20 miles, y'all, from Baton Rouge. Okay, if you've been to, like, I love going to New Orleans. So yeah, you have New Orleans, you have Baton Rouge, like it's split up into different parts. And so this is a small city. Hey y'all, hey Uno. It's a small city 20 miles north of Baton Rouge. And they're like really trying to determine like what prompted an exchange of gunfire between the 17-year-old suspect. Now, they're not saying the boy's name. I don't know why. Oh no, they do say the boy's name. The boy's name is, let me see, pull it up. Oh no, they don't say his name, but they do say the father's name. So the father is Desmond Jerome Hamilton. He was 34 years old, and he was actually a police chief of the Zachary department. So you guys, imagine that. Imagine you go into the home of an office, like a retired or ex-officer, you know what I mean? You sneak into their house. So Hamilton was a well-known business man in the area. He died in his living room, and the teen was injured after shots were fired. So they both were firing shots at one another. So that's how the father ended up dying and the teen ended up being injured. Hamilton was altered to the he actually, and before I read into this, like, it's always good to have, like, I know people complain about their neighbors sometimes, like, oh my God, they're so fucking nosy. You know what I mean? Like, damn, they always in my business. So every time like I try to do something, you look over your shoulder, you look to the left, look to the right, look in front of you, or in the back, you see like your neighbors out there. So basically he was alerted from the boy, like the neighbors basically had told him that somebody was going inside his house. So that's when I guess, he then proceeded to get up and then go to check out who was coming inside the window. The boy remains like, so basically the daughter now the daughter, which is so sad. It's so sad because she had lied, because obviously this is a big tragic thing now, so she didn't want to get in trouble. But the boy, he remains in the hospital. um so upon his release, he will be arrested and charged with second-degree murder, and his charges will be illegal use of firearm and possession of a stolen firearm. He is expected to be charged in juvenile court. um how do y'all feel about that? Like, how do y'all feel about him being tried in juvenile court? Like, hey, it's like he's 17, so technically, according to the law, he is still a minor, right? But this offense was not, like, I don't know. I feel like they should try him as an adult because he will soon be an adult. You understand what I'm saying? But that's not up to me. Is, the law is the law. They have their guidelines, their protocols to do it however they want to do it. But um the daughter the daughter basically lied and was like, she didn't know who was in the house. She was unaware of who was in the house. Okay, so you agree with me, right? So she was acting so like oblivious, because now not only is her boyfriend, or the guy she was seeing, is hurt and injured, but her father is also clinging and hanging on for dear life. Like, that shit is crazy. She then confessed and said that she did know the boy was coming over. And let me let y'all know something right now. Hey, music. This girl is 17 years old. I mean, 14. She's 14, and the boy is 17 years old. So yes, I do know about the age gaps or whatever. I do know about that because I was once 14 years old. Yeah, hell no, exactly. I was once 14 years old. So, and I always can say that I always, I like to, I always was hanging with um, it was, I used to like older people. So I was with the older crowd, and I'm not going to just say like men, no. Like, I would hang out with like my older cousins. Like, yeah, I was 14, but they probably would have been like 18, 16, 17. You know what I mean? So, you kind of hear things, you see things, they're going to be talking to, talking 17-year-old shit. Meanwhile, I'm 14, but I'm hearing all this stuff. So, you kind of, you be around the grownness and the grown mess and whatnot. But I can personally say, as a parent now, I don't know how I would feel, because I have a 13-year-old. She just turned 13 this month, actually, July. And so I don't know how I feel about like a 17-year-old boy coming around here trying to check for her, or sneaking through my window, or like, I would really have an issue with it. Like, and that's just, I really would have an issue with it. Like, I really would have an issue with it. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I would have an issue with it. And I know it's like, it's kind of like hypocritical for me to say, because when I was that age, like, I was talking to people that was 17, 18, all of that shit. But I guess it's a difference because it's mine. I don't know. But yeah, y'all. So that's what happened. And now the father, he's not here. the boy, I believe, is still because he's going to be charged. So obviously he's still alive, but he did get hurt. I don't know. I think my thoughts. The father's gone, and it's just so unfortunate. But like I really want to know like the thoughts that are going through the daughter's head, and the teenage boy. Like I'm pretty sure he looking at himself or beat himself up like, damn, like, is this like, was this really worth it? Like, was she really like, you gotta only think of shit like that now that shit has hit the fan. But you guys, before we get into that, we are gonna head on and go pay some bills and get into a commercial break. So definitely make sure you guys are sticking around, tuned in. You're definitely tuned into the Get Up and Get Out Morning Show with me, your girl Tish. And yeah, I'll be right back.
Whoa. My heart been searching for attention. It been hurt so many times. I had to throw it in the freezer. Had to get back on my grind. So many nights I couldn't sleep. Nothing but millions on my mind. Know my kids, they got it eager to break my heart to let them down. So much pain I hide away behind this weed and all these bottles. Fucking off on all these models. Don't do pills too much to swallow. Live my life behind these goggles. See these frames playing designer. I won't fake behind the camera. Cross my heart, won't tell her honor. Life's been great, don't want no drama. Made a promise to my mama. Seeing I'm my only son, I couldn't break it if I wanna. I've been breaking, losing time. Took a break that I denied. Niggas kept me on my grind, won't let me waste this gift of mine. Got me sleep up in the studio, no doubt I know it's time. Bitches tripping, nothing changed, they wanna knock me off my grind. I don't pay their ass attention, turning pennies into dime. I get up to listen up, don't want for much, but I need mine. In my zone, I swear I'm ready for the day, dog. 3, 2, 1, I'm counting down, I went and took the brakes off. Giving in my all, no turning back, it's time to take off. Giving in my all, no turning back, it's time to take off. Got me in my zone so high right now. Floating on the cloud, I don't plan on coming down. Got me in my bag, got me really showing out. Giving them my all until I'm 6 feet down. Yeah, got me in my zone so high right now. Floating on the cloud, I don't plan on coming down. Got me in my bag, got me really showing out. Yeah, I'm giving them my all until I'm 6 feet down. Yeah, I seen pain from different angles. Watch that weakness leave my body. I could put my trust in non-block, cause I know my niggas got me. Pops and told me pay attention, should've listened when he spoke. Now I'm out here facing shit, I had to learn it on my own. Dodging bullets, ducking cops, you cannot tell me I ain't go. I done made it past the age, they said for me I'm on a roll. Living life with no regrets, I had to get back in my zone. I've been broken, but I fixed it, guess I'm better off alone. What's understood don't need to be explained. Mix up, I don't play the games. Line them, they ain't moving straight. Timing on that demon, mono lying, I ain't eating days. Grinding, gotta stay afloat behind me, I don't see the fate. They lying if they see my face. Locked inside the studio, I'm processing these hits. On my kids, I gotta make it, all this work I'm putting in. I've been losing track of time, I swear it's worth it, hit or miss. I've been really on my job and I ain't giving up for shit. In my zone, I swear I'm ready for the day, dog. 3, 2, 1, I'm counting down, I went and took the brakes off. Giving in my all, no turning back, it's time to take off. Giving in my all, no turning back, it's time to take off. Got me in my zone so high right now. Floating on the cloud, I don't plan on coming down. Got me in my bag, got me really showing out. Giving in my all until I'm 6 feet down. Yeah, got me in my zone so high right now. Floating on the cloud, I don't plan on coming down. Got me in my bag, got me really showing out. Yeah, I'm giving it my all until I'm 6 feet down.
Get nowhere unless the team wins.
Team.
One nine shit, nigga. Yo, scummy, listen to the bass and the drum timing. Yeah, and when a scum rhyming, get you murdered over a chain. They call it blood diamonds. Play the kitchen when it was dark. Till the sun rising, ain't no silver line in my clouds. It ain't no sun shining. Backwoods burning my smoke till my lungs frying out the way. I won't get indicted, cause niggas one time and never stop spitting. till I'm done sliding. All day I dream about drugs, money, and gun violence. Recognize that I'm a legend and I paved the way. Short town, now to change the game in a major way. I pay to plug, you niggas pay to play. Bag enough work for tomorrow, but I got paid today. Masterful of something like Kobe shooting the fadeaway. Live it up tomorrow, and I promise, so I'ma play today. I remember cutting crack the pieces on a paper plate. Never good at math, but I can add it till my paper straight. I don't win unless my team winning. Yeah, I've been living like my team living. I've been cutting crack the pieces on the paper plate. Never good at math, but I can add it till my paper straight. I don't win unless my team winning. Yeah, I've been living like my team winning. I've been cutting crack the pieces on the paper plate. Never good at math, but I can add it to my paper straight. Ready now, I'm on it clean up. Niggas dirty though. Bugged out, I ain't a diplomat, I'm 730 though. You little niggas trying to play it cool, I got them worried though. Bugging, but I'm sturdy though, like Oakley in that dirty folk. Any team with shooters on their roster got a spot for me. See the basket post up on the block and pass the rock to me. My youngin' call the screen, so we ready to stop and pop for me. Talking shit and putting up numbers, nobody stopping me. Don't fiend flop on the play, he got his shot blocked. Police play the refs in my digital scale of shot clock. Starting rotation, my nigga, I got this spotlight. Play the game for most of my life, y'all playing hopscotch. Sidestep a hater for euros, nigga, I'm quick with it. Made a living shooting from 3, I'm Steve Smith with it. Threw a bag in the backseat to take a trip with it. Took some losses, couple of dollars, but I ain't missing it. I don't win unless my team winning. Yeah, I've been living like my team living. I've been cutting crack the pieces on the paper plate. Never good at math, but I can add it till my paper straight. I don't win unless my team winning. Yeah, I've been living like my team winning. I've been cutting crack the pieces on the paper plate. Never good at math, but I can add it till my paper straight.
Hey y'all, what up, what up, what up? You're definitely tuned in to the Get Up and Get Out morning show with me, your girl Tish. Yes, and Lyrical in the building. So we were just talking about the teen who shot the father because he entered their house to sneak in to see the daughter. And yeah, like, so I was reading some of my comments, and the last thing I said was, I'm wondering what goes through the mind of the kids right now. Like, you know what I mean? Not only was the daughter, like, she's 14 years old, and he's 17 as well. And I know that has to be tough. It has to be tough. Like, I'm pretty sure she is upset because was this all worth it? Was this all worth it? Like, was it all worth it? So now you don't have a father because you chose to sneak someone in, someone that they said. And what I also was reading too on the commercial break was that this is not the first time that this young man was talked to by the parents of the daughter, because they simply just felt like he was too old. You know what I mean? They felt like he was older than her, and they wanted her to focus, you know, on other things, as us parents do, especially when it comes to girls. I mean, I'm not saying that it's any less for boys, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just trying to, because, you know, girls will get easily distracted by boys, and boys can easily get distracted by girls as well. But, you know, you want to just make sure she's, as Brooklyn Black would say, protecting the clan. You know what I'm saying? You know, just trying to hold it down and focus on, you know, the greater things in life. Here we go. And so I just wonder how she feels now, because her dad is gone, and the guy that she was, I guess, in love with, because there's no way you going keep sneaking someone in. I'm not saying that she has to be in love with him, but she was in lustful like with this boy. It was something about this guy that kept her disobeying her parents, kept him breaking his promise, you know, like what he had agreed to do, like stay away from her and stuff like that. You got him forfeiting that shit because of whatever it is that you guys are doing, or just, I guess, the vibe. We can call it the vibe, because It doesn't say that she was sexually active with this person. If this person was a boyfriend, it just says a boy who visited the teen daughter. So I just feel like, yeah, y'all, that it's just a little scary. You know what I mean? Like, that's really scary. It's very scary nowadays in the sense of where so much things are happening that people would shoot first or hit first, then ask questions later. But sometimes later is too late. You know what I mean? So you got somebody like that was that man's home. Okay. So I personally feel like whether he had a license to carry a gun or firearms or anything like that, which you're supposed to probably have by law, you know what I mean? But I think he did because he was a ex-police officer, so I'm pretty sure he had his license or whatever to have firearms within the house. But we all know that 17-year-old boy, thank you, we all know that 17-year-old boy did not have no motherfucking gun license. Because if he did, he would not be getting charged once they release him from the hospital. Thank you so much. He would not be getting charged. You know what I'm saying? I can't right now. He would not be getting charged with possessions of an illegal firearm. You know what I mean, y'all? So he would not be getting charged with that. So we already know that he did not have a license to carry, to shoot, to do anything, to even be around that. And so, I don't know. It's just, it gets to a point that, like I said again, I have a teenage daughter. So it gets to the point where it's really scary now. It's really scary. It's really scary. And at the same time, it's just really unfortunate. So definitely want to, keep that family in prayers because this is not one family that's suffering. It's two families. You have a mother to that son who is feeling all types of probably, not only is she grieving because her son has also been shot up and, whatever. She's also grieving the fact that she will not be able to see or have her son for a while because second-degree murder. Now, remember, he's young, y'all. They want to charge him with, they want to take him to juvenile court. So he may not end up getting as much time as the average person would get if they were tried in a regular, like adult status and whatnot. But yeah, that family is also suffering. You know what I'm saying? Like, you as a mother, you're like, we go through raising our kids and we try to teach them to do the right thing. We try to teach them to be on the right path, to get on the right path, whatever path that may be, because, there's some people that choose the path for their kids. Like, nope, you're going to be this, you're going to be that, you're going to do this, you're going to study this, you're going to do that, you're going to be proud, and that's going to be that. And then you have some other parents that are like, you know what? I want you to, whatever it is that you want to do, I'm here to support you. I'm here to back you up. I'm here to, motivate, uplift. As long as it ain't nothing crazy or illegal or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? Then I got you. So whatever it is that you want to be, you can be. Or do, you could do. And when I say it like that, I'm not saying like, so if the child chooses to be a drug dealer or a criminal, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like some kids may not want to be a doctor. They may want to be an engineer. So the path that you had chosen for them, they may not want to do that. But, like I said, again, these are young kids that we're talking about. So his life is taken away. So whatever it is that he probably wanted to do, was gonna do, is not gonna happen no more. And for her life is still going because she's not being charged with anything. She's, if anything, she's, grieving. It will be mentally, just kind of, I would say, like, I'm not gonna say unstable, mentally fucked up in a way. You know what I'm saying? That like at such a young age, 14 years old, your dad dies due to your poor decisions. And yeah, she's young right now. She's 14 right now. So she may not be thinking about it how I'm thinking about it or how y'all are thinking about it. But at the same token, she's going to get older. So she will then start to, put things together for herself. But that's sad. And I just encourage y'all, I try to, because they are growing up. And like I said again, my child, I just freshly have a teenager. So like I'm noticing like, they want to be around their friends. They want to, go out there, do stuff. They're getting older. They're more sociable. And my only advice would be is to like, with my daughter, like, so, okay, so you want to hang out with your friends? Y'all are still young, so we can all go hang out. Like, I'll carpool, so it could be one or two friends. I got to make sure I talk to their parents first, make sure it's okay with them. We'll go somewhere, y'all can come to the house, you know what I'm saying, which is even better because I'm still going to be supervising, you know what I mean? Like, I still can just let them, let them do certain things like that so they don't have to feel like, oh, I can never do this, I can never do that, and I need to sneak around and do it. Because not for nothing, that's kind of how I grew up. Not to get too personal, but like I grew up with a strict grandma who is like, no, no, no. And her reason for everything was because I said so. And it was what it was. It was because she fucking said so. So I had to just, abide by the rules. I'm living there. That's what the fuck it is. But it did cause me to be like, okay, well, I want to sneak out and I want to go, like, and go, not even like go hang out with friends, but like I like just to even go to the motherfucking store. Like at that point in time, like I was smoking weed, so I would want to like, damn, like I ran, and I'm like, damn, I ran out of roll up, and like where I lived at in the valley, it was like just a whole bunch of houses and mall and restaurants, like gas stations. Like to get to like the corner store, you had to walk up the hill, like. And I used to master that shit in like 8 minutes flat. I could walk from my old house up the hill in like 8 minutes flat, y'all. I'll get there, get my shit, and walk right down, like try to unlock the doors. You know what I mean? Like so nobody knew I left. Try to close it out slowly, like just doing a whole bunch of extra shit that probably wouldn't have been warranted if I, my fam, but everybody parents how they parent. So that parent who decided to like, yeah, confront the boy who was messing with his 14-year-old daughter, and then he loses his life because he's just trying to protect his home and his kid. That's fucked up. But yeah, y'all. So definitely y'all tuned in to the Get Up and Get Out morning show on PreGameRadio.net. Make sure you guys going over to the website, check us out. Like I said again, it is just not my show. It is every day it's a show. So it shows after shows. So, and everybody's on at a different time. I will definitely be going over the lineup for everybody's shows for the week before we end the show. And yeah, so on that note, I definitely do want to get into the R. Kelly situation because that was another thing I was talking about before you went to commercial break.
Bruh.
So I know sometimes it may be so hard to believe, that this person could have done this, like, this person could have did this, like, yeah, sometimes it be that person that will definitely do exactly what the fuck you didn't think they would do. And so now Mr. Roberts, okay, is in jail due to all the accusations that they found to believe. And now he's incarcerated, paying for what he has done, with what he's charged with. So not only that, now pops up recently that he was messing, okay, y'all, with little boys. And like I stated again, I do not believe that that's what happened. Actually, I could believe it. I'm not saying that he did it or not. All I'm saying is that I could actually believe it. And why I say I could actually believe it is just due to the simple fact that he's already in jail for some other shit right now involving sexual, anything like sexual conduct and sexual acts and sexual this. And so I could believe it. Yeah. So I'm going to read a little bit on what was brought across my desk. And it says federal prosecutors are seeking to have evidence of what they say are more alleged but uncharged crimes committed by R&B singer R. Kelly. He admitted at his upcoming trial in New York that the allegations include the abuse of teenage girls and women dating as far back as 1991. So, y'all, he had admitted it, right? So he admitted all the allegations that people were talking about that went far back as 1991. So the sexual abuse of a 17-year-old boy, physical abuse, and hush payment money, and all sorts of bribery. So, yeah. I could believe that he did some shit like that. So it says the New York indictment, which is one of two sets of federal charges currently levied against Kelly, was filed in March 2020 and includes 6 alleged victims. So, y'all, we already know about the women. We already know about the women, right? So it says the filing submitted by the prosecutors on Friday includes 20-year-olds Jane Doe and 2 John Doe. So, you know, when they don't want to put somebody's name out there, they consider them a Jane Doe or a John Doe, you know, basically an alias, because, you know, they don't want to put the person out there. So Friday, 2 weeks ago Friday, right? The government alleges Kelly initiated a sexual relationship, with a 17-year-old boy whom he had met at a Chicago McDonald's and directed the boys to have sexual encounters with other people as well. So I guess I'm guessing, he might have got, but damn, Kelly, you was in a McDonald's, not your people's in a McDonald's? That's fucked up. So yeah. And he brought him back to have sex with other people. So this is what all the girls were talking about, y'all, on the documentary story. Like, yeah, we would have to perform sex acts with one another, as well with him. But he also wanted everybody to engage. He likes to watch. He likes to do this. So I can believe that. Then it goes on to say that the boy introduced Kelly to a second teenage boy, number 2, and he goes by the John Doe, who was then 16 or 17 years old, with whom Kelly allegedly tried to start a sexual relationship with as well. Several years later, Kelly is alleged to have started having sexual relations with the second John Doe, and also for several of his girlfriends and other sexual partners, including a minor girl, to have sex with a young man. Prosecutors say that Kelly often filmed those incidents, and see, guys, right there, this is what the fuck can get you in trouble. Okay? Is when you start recording shit. That's what gets people fucking caught up, is when you start recording stuff. So when you start recording and when you start leaving like some type of paper trail, some type of evidence that they can use against you, because in the beginning is your word against mine, and all you have to do is prove it. Prove that I did these things to you. Prove that I said these things to you. And then I guess, hey, we got a motherfucking case. But if you can't prove that what the person is saying that I said or did was true, then we don't have nothing at all, because it's just me going off of what that person's saying, but you can't prove it. So when you record yourself doing any type of sexual acts, that is proof. That is proof. That is fucking proof that you did that. So, however, you may delete it or whatever the case may be. Those things can be brought back up. You know what I'm saying? Those things can be, like, if they really want to solve something, all these high-tech people right now that work with all these electronics and gadgets like that, they could bring that shit back up, and it'll definitely been shown that this is what happened. So that's definitely proof that you were doing stuff because you recorded it. You recorded it. Also, it says the prosecutors also alleged that around 1994, Kelly had one of the associates pay an Illinois state employee $500 to create a fake ID for the singer Aaliyah, who was then 15 years old and Kelly's protege. The purpose, they say, was so that Kelly can marry Aaliyah because Kelly believes she was pregnant. So, we're not going to go back. We're not going to speak on the topic of Aaliyah and everybody so much, but we all did know that they were involved with one another. We did know that she was underage when they did. And I'm pretty sure, I guess, I'm not going to knock it. I'm pretty sure she was probably pregnant by him and whatnot, or whatever the case may be. And they had to figure things out and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? So, and if they were married, she could not then be forced to testify against him in court. So yeah, so I hear that that's the thing, that if you're married to someone, that you don't have to testify against them in court, which I mean is a good thing to have, because don't drag me into shit. But then it's also like, sometimes y'all know the spouses be knowing everything, if not involved in the shit. But I guess, they do that to protect the people that don't know. So it says the two were married on August 31st, 1994. Kelly was indicted in 2002 on 21 counts of child pornography, but was eventually acquitted in 2008. Aaliyah died in a plane crash in 2001. So yeah, so like when you are recording things, when y'all recording shit, y'all gotta be careful, because that is evidence. Y'all also gotta know who y'all messing with, who y'all fucking with. Remember, the younger I'm not gonna say that, because some young people could be very mature, and you also have the average youngin who is gonna be a youngin, have an immature mind frame, and will tell it all if the price is right, or if they feel like they have to, or they need to, or anything like that. The prosecutors also alleged bribery involving Kelly and his associates that transpired far more recently. Following the release of the widely seen Surviving R. Kelly docu-series in early 2019, a person listed in filing courts as Kelly's Christ manager allegedly told the singer that he was in contact with two people who know a lot and open to being bribed. And yeah, so basically Kelly figure out what you could do for them, so you could bribe them, because he didn't want the shit to go out. So Kelly allegedly responded by asking how much money was needed. In the same conversation, the crisis manager told the singer that he had paid a clerk in Cook County, Illinois, $2,500, and had given the clerk a burner phone to pass along information about Kelly's legal situation. Kelly is currently being housed in Brooklyn. The two sets of federal charges against him are pending in New York and in Illinois. In all, he faces 22 federal crime charges that involve allegedly abusing girls and women over the course of more than 2 decades, and that he had led a circle of managers, drivers, bodyguards, and other entourage members who helped him. Yep. So his next trial will be scheduled on August 9th. Yeah, so it's not looking good for R. Kelly right now. He definitely, like, I remember when Bill Cosby had got released, him and his legal team, they were like, oh shit, Bill got out. They was convicted of same shit or something like that, or blah, 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 blah. He was convicted of slipping roofies and a whole bunch of girls' drinks and doing sexual stuff. So why the hell does he get released before me? I don't know, Kelly. You tell me. That's the type of shit that I'm on. Because as far as, it's just too much. Like, it's just way too much. Even like it was just way too much on Bill Cosby and his release again. So everybody was just like, oh, okay. Well, wow. Well, damn. You know what I mean? If you ask me, like, would he do all of that stuff again? Absolutely, probably not. He is fucking scared of that shit right now. He's just trying to get back into the media. He's trying to get back into doing stuff because, you know, that's how he made his money. And I'm pretty sure when he was incarcerated, all the money that he did have saved up from the Bill Cosby shows and all of that extra shit that he did, I'm pretty sure that went towards his legal fees and everything else to try to, like, get him out and to make sure he was comfortable out in jail. So now money's running low. So Bill's out here taking pictures with "Hello, my friends" or some shit like that, whatever slogan he used to say. He out there with a t-shirt on, looking old as fuck, looking just dried the fuck up. And he trying to get back into the mix. Like, so I'm pretty sure people, I mean, hey, you got the Golden Girls out here. Okay, I'm not even talking about the girls that were a part of the cast in the show of the Golden Girls. What I'm like, you got older women out here right now. You know what I'm saying? That is like, Bill's my man. Definitely fucking with Bill. I don't believe he did that. And they all as old, if not as old as him, they're older. So, you know, they are probably still supporting and see what the fuck he got going on. But probably the people like us, like our generation, those of y'all that are in your you know, like late 20s to like early 40s, then, you know, you grew up off the Bill Cosby show and shit like that, and then you just know, like, maybe, I don't know, because we live in a cancel culture nowadays. Like, so our time is so quick to cancel you if, however, they find out that you did X, Y, and Z. So let's see if there's hope for Bill, that he's out, that he will still, I guess, be able to do what he got to do to survive in life. Am I fucking with him? No, but hopefully, you know, he does that. And I'm pretty sure, y'all, he's not gonna do this shit again. Like, I promise you, like, I'm pretty sure, like, he already, like, was like, oh no, like, I already got caught up here after trying to be so sneaky after all these fucking years. You know what? Fuck that shit. Because if I got to go back to where the fuck I was at, I ain't doing that shit. And I believe that. I could be wrong, right? Because we all bet on people. We all, you know, hope for the best and put it out there. And even it's like, you know what? Yeah, they're gonna do right this time. They're gonna do right this time. You know, it's just a human thing. But I hope. But as far as R. Kelly getting out, boy, I don't think so. And especially not when there is new allegations coming up now that you have relations with young boys, and that you are basically calling around fucking town, seeing who you could bribe and give hush money to. And I don't even know how the fuck that's possible, y'all. Like, how isn't all jail call phones recorded? So I don't know. I don't think he'd be that down to be talking about certain shit like that on the phone. I don't know. But then again, who knows? Who knows? And then in a few minutes, y'all, we're gonna be talking about a couple of other different things too, like how private and like it could honestly be done, like as being not only a public figure, but just in general and like in anybody's life, like the privacy that happened along with Issa Rae and her newly to be husband was outrageous to me. Like I never would have saw that coming. I never would have saw that coming. Like her, not to say that her timing out, I never could see coming. Of course not. But we heard no, like it wasn't even a date night picture caught by TMZ. It wasn't even like no paparazzi from none of these big blogger sites or whatever ever caught them together eating, dining, chilling one-on-one. Nothing. Whoever the fuck was around her, her friends, her family members, they are solid. For them to know all of this information and not nobody spill not one drop of tea to no media, not even to the media, but like to like subliminally do it on social media, like that is some real ass privacy shit. Like that's the type of shit that I feel like everybody needs to like, be on. Because that was, y'all, that was amazing. It really was. Like I could not believe it. I could not believe that she like none of the blogs, y'all. None of the blogs. Like nobody. Like nobody. Nobody even had one picture of her like out with this person. And usually you always see, you spot the people, you spot them, like they spotted Drake at the baseball field or whatever, having a private dinner with somebody's mother. You know what I mean? You got people taking what do you call it? What do you call them pictures like when you're not looking off guard? Like there's like off guard pictures of the Claremont twins looking like the white chicks, you know what I'm saying, waiting, I guess, to board a plane in the airport. But you ain't never seen Issa Rae with her fucking husband. Not one time pop on the internet as a speculation, as a nothing. Like that's what I'm talking about. How people pray for the Sierra and Russell that prayer. No, I think I want to pray for the Lisa Ray privacy prayer. Like I need that prayer to have my life under wraps. That type, like that's dope. And then after this commercial break, y'all, we are going to I also want to talk about Safari. And why I want to talk about Safari is because like I just recently like somebody sent me the link, like, yo, listen to this shit. And it was his song called Liar. And so basically he's bashing Erica Mena, who is the mother of his children. He is fucking bashing her. So I want to know, like, do y'all feel like that's cool? Do y'all feel like that's fucking cool? Like, to be in a relationship with someone, whether it's a friendship, whether it's an actual relationship, and then like things don't go the way that it was supposed to go, that you guys both anticipated. So now that things are rocky or things are not right, do you feel like it's right for someone to like publicly dish you or to vent? Because I feel like that's what he's doing. Like, well, I feel like he's doing both. I feel like he's trying to shade her and he's venting at the same time. Like the things that he's saying in song, like some of the things that I caught on to was like, oh, like, basically, like, you had a big house, now you got to go back to your little house. And, oh, I'm sorry that our children's room is bigger than your whole entire house. Oh, I bet you still think I'm in Jamaica, because I'm not. My credit score is A1 and your shit is like 400. Oh, me and my BM, we not together, but we cool. But mind you, that's your whole fucking wife. So, I mean, I guess Safari. Yeah, y'all. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that when we get back from a commercial break. Yeah, because that is like, it's cringy to me. And like, I get it. That's how some people like respond to breakups or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't know. But it's cringy as fuck to me. Like, I don't like it. So I want to talk about it. So yeah, you're definitely tuning into the Get Up and Get Out morning show on PreGameRadio.net. Make sure you guys tune in with me every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And yeah, so we're going to be back, y'all.
Oh, fuck you, nigga. It's still just stupid. Big dirt. 1-9 shit. Big umbrella. Scummy till I'm dead in the dirt. How you measure your worth? Dig a hole and put your head in the dirt. All my fiends get a check on the first. Ain't no check in the work. Shit pure, ain't no step in the work. Hustle hard, it's my pleasure to work. You niggas bet with the work. I got enough, I'm all set with the work. It's the most foul, bitch, praise him. All my shit blazing. Make it hot, got a nigga baking. Heavy cookie on the plate too. Scrape the jar, shit, I'm cooking up the shake too. A nigga know the cost cause I paid dues. Cut a lot of family off, them niggas fake too. Rap niggas weird and the jig is up. Don't compare me to nobody, these niggas suck. Fucking weed man gave you niggas dust. I don't listen to that shit cause I don't give a fuck. Wish a nigga would say my name, no game over. Verse on fire like a flamethrower. Fuck your plans up like a layover. Young hoe for the underground, it's a takeover. Fix your face, get a facelift. Homicide, burn and modify shit is makeshift. Feel the ground move, I can shake shit. Turn to your worst nightmare, I can shape shit. I'ma scummy till I'm dead, foul till I drop. I ain't going nowhere till the music stop. Can I get a soul clap? Can I get a soul clap? I'm doing dirt till I die, cry till I pop. I ain't going nowhere till the music stop. Can I get a soul clap? Can I get a soul clap?
Say, bitch. I am what you get between a Texas and a Bay, bitch. Way, bitch. Now I'm in LA, bitch. Catch me out in traffic, I be riding in the latest. Made it. Out the fucking stereotype. Used to fucking carry a knife. Hit a lick like every night. Now I'm living paradise. Gambled like a paradise. Bet it all then won it all. A bank account just hella right. Left all the negativity behind. Every city I would grind. Push the product, push the line. Flip the whop and flip the price. Push the weight like exercise. I was really doing it, moving. Getting my weight up. Now it's time. I'ma get that payback. Since like way back. All of y'all owe me mine. I'ma have to stay taxed. Yeah, bitch, say that. Talking shit, they mad. Lil' mama see the ride and clean as what? Ajax, hate that, hate this. Half of y'all hate your life. Hating on the gram is easy. I would hate a hater's life. Look, bitch, I don't even know what the fuck made you mad, but running your mouth is easy. Use that energy to chase a bag. Look, bitch, I don't even know what the fuck made you mad, but running your mouth is easy. Use that energy to chase a bag. Say, bitch. 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 Say, Say again. I've been getting money, now they hating on a Mexican. It's best to get to know me, I'm in Snowy from the western end. It's been my pleasure to get vetted in this getting presidents. Invested in diversified, imagine my appall. When a bitch that wanna try me can't even buy shit at the mall. When I'm the type to help a bitch and I ain't competing with you broads. And I be complimenting hoes and you bitches be acting hard. I'm telling my girl you cute, you thinking I'm trying to fight. You dogging me acting rude, talk shit like am I alright? Now I'm like bitches you stupid, man got all up in your mind. You thinking that every bitch that you see compete over guys? Not only am I the type to gas all you bitches up, I know what you going through, you competing over a bum and fighting hoes for a crumb. That got your ass looking dumb. He driving your car all month and he asking you for some funds. The type to make local strippers do too much for crumpled ones. You out here working your ass off for a bad boy you fucking love. You leaving a good guy to go chasing after a thug, not knowing his ass ain't even a G, he a fucking dub. Not even a dub like W, definitely